Hey guys, Camille here again. This time I want to make another type of video because it's free rune removal today. So I re-runed some monsters, not all of them, and I want to show you why I ruined them, the way I ruined them, and I don't want to um, say so many words. So let's just start. You see my Tyrone here. So my Tyrone is currently on Despair Focus, Speed, Attack, and Attack. He's not on crit damage because his crit rate is kinda low without crit rate on 4. And I don't need HP on him or super high accuracy because he's there for speed lead in arena, so then my Bernard goes first. And I want him to do damage because my other arena monster is Tasha, so he struggles against fire monster, and this is why Tyrone is there to kill these pesky fire monsters. So he has some nice attack and good speed. So usually my Bernard goes, and then my Galen goes, and then my Tyrone goes before the enemy Chloe or Kuma or Vanessa, Theo, I don't know, and he freezes them. So then I proc Theo. He gets his turn. He's freezed. He can't do anything. His passive wears off, and then I can kill him. Or I can kill the enemy comp because Chloe is not doing Fnatic if I don't one shot them on turn 1 because she's frozen. Or Orion, there are so many monsters. Vanessa, I freeze her before she revives. So he has a bit of accuracy, that's why he has focus. 38% accuracy is enough. His HP is okay, and as said, I wanted crit rate and attack and speed. Let's move on to Galleon. He's on Violent Revenge. He was on Swift Revenge first, but I really wanted him on Violent, but I don't have the fast enough violence. So I needed to do a lot of work to get this fast violent runes for him. And I really like his stats. So he was on 25k HP, so he survived very multiple hits. But for my arena AO, I want to be fast. Sure, if I don't nuke the enemy first turn and they get a turn and they attack Galleon and he survives, it's great because then he can do his strong second skill and first hit armor break and stuff. But I think I don't need that much survivability because I currently don't run him in DB10. Sorry. And if I would run him in DB10, then he's water and the dragon is fire, so he doesn't get that much damage. And in my GB10, I think this kind of HP is enough. So he has 70,000 HP, which is good. His attack is kinda low. He had 300 before, but I needed to pick violent runes with high speed, so they don't have that super good attack or other substats. Because he was on Swift before, and he had the same speed around, but I didn't have to look for speed subs, so I looked for HP subs, accuracy subs, attack subs, crit rate subs, crit damage subs. So now that I'm moving to Violent, I need another substat type to look for, and that's the speed. And 1 or 2 rolls usually are not enough, so his stats are lower, but Violent makes up for that. So he has over 200 speed on Violent Revenge. 100% crit rate. Well, that was not planned, but I had to use a Violent rune with good speed subs and accuracy subs, and it was a crit rate rune, so I don't mind it. His crit damage is good because it can't get that high with crit rate on 4, but 89% is good. 100% accuracy, I really like that. I don't want him to fail, so He's on speed, as you can see, crit rate, accuracy, crit damage sub, accuracy, speed, crit rate, HP sub, resistance doesn't matter. Here is the rune I talked about, crit rate, speed, accuracy, and a bit of HP. Crit rate, speed, crit damage, HP, and accuracy, HP, defense, speed, crit damage. So I didn't test him out yet, but I think he will do better because violent procs are insane, and yeah. Marina, she is what she is for weeks or months now. As high HP as possible, over 1000 defense. She has 1100, which is good. 100% resistance is key. Speed doesn't matter much. I use her to tank wind monkeys or stupid shit like that, arena rush hour. So she's fine the way she is. She's on energy, endure for the resistance and the HP. On HP, HP, HP. Her runes aren't that super crazy. I mean, HP subs on everything. A bit of speed, it's a bit of resistance. And that's it. I reruned my Theomars because I needed a slot 5 violent rune for Galen. So he lost 8% crit rate, but he got over 10% crit damage, he got a bit of accuracy, he got 12 speed, I guess. And yeah, I think he got 1000 HP also. He's on Violent Broken, so speed. Then here, good crit rate, accuracy, HP, crit damage, speed, HP, accuracy. This is the new rune. There was the 10 speed, crit rate, crit damage, HP rune from Galdean. So here is the crit rate, crit damage, accuracy, and good speed rune. And this rune was there. So he's a bit faster. He's not 100% critting now because with passive it's 93%, but it's good enough, and more crit damage is good. So my Ryan here, it's a bit weird, I think, because of his runes, but his stats are insane, I think. Let's start from the bottom. 24% accuracy is a bit low. I like to have it a bit higher. But the other stats are really, really good. I mean, resistance doesn't hurt. Crit damage, crit rate I don't care about on Orion. He's not there for damage. The speed is really good because he's not on Swift. The defense is amazing. I mean, 1700 defense is really good. And a bit over 23,000 HP is really good too. So here I said, it's shield, guard, will, because it's speed with accuracy and defense. Here, resistance, speed, defense, HP, accuracy, 5 stats he really needed, so it's a really, really great rune. This rune here has good speed and HP and defense, resistance. This rune here, HP, speed again. And this rune here, defense, speed, HP. And this rune is not that great, but it has accuracy and speed and a bit of a resistance. So why did I rune him that way? Because I really wanted him on Will to tank Leos. He's there when I face a Leo, so I can switch out Galen for my Mantura and Orion for my Bernard, so that Leo will attack Orion, and he's on Will, so he doesn't remove attack bar. And Shield is a great set to go along with Will, because you don't want your Will rune to get stripped. So this is where Shield kicks in, an additional factor against enemy Orion, so he doesn't take Will off, so he takes Shield off. And he has a good, not that high HP, but for a defense type monster or support monster, his HP is good for a 4-star. So that's why it's Shield on him, and the guard runes are there because they have high speed and defense percent and HP percent, and also great subsets. So as a support monster, defense doesn't hurt him. That's why. I also tinkered a bit around for my monkey, because when I face tanky comps. I don't run Tyrone, Galleon, Bernard, Tesha, so I switched Tyrone out for Shihu for the attack lead. But the thing is, sometimes the bruisers are fast, and he has good base speed, yes, but he was only around 150 speed. Now he's around 179. So I get less interrupted, I think, because often the enemy moves before him and do, let's say, a Chloe do Fnatic or stuff like that. So he wasn't as close to my Bernard as I would like him to be. That's why he get a new rune here with more speed. The other runes are the same, I think. Speed with crit damage, crit rate, and attack. Here crit rate, crit damage, defense, and speed. Crit damage, speed, HP resistance, crit rate. And that's why he's on Endure. Not that I wanted the resistance, but I have great endurance. As you can see here, 19% HP, crit rate, and speed. And I needed a bit of HP on him. Yeah, we talked about this rune. Attack, crit rate, speed, HP. Attack, high crit rate. That's why I use this rune, even though it's a 5-star. But crit damage, HP, and resistance. And this rune is really great. So he's faster, and I think he will do better. I still need to rune my Horus. Beretta, well, I'm not doing much with Beretta. He's there for Thor and Thor Hard. Good HP, okay defense, good speed, 100% accuracy. Despair focus, speed, HP, accuracy, nothing special about it. Spectra is there in my DB10 phase team, so good crit rate, good crit damage, good accuracy, high speed. That's what I wanted for him. He has a bit less HP because he's on speed, crit rate, accuracy. But when he dies at boss, it doesn't matter much because usually he gets off 1 or 2 slows, and that's enough for the team. My Colleen here is just there for Necro and Raid, so she was on Violent Revenge for Necro, but for Raid I think for support mods it's better to not have Violent, and I wanted her accuracy to be higher because we really need the debuffs in R4 or R5. So that's why she has 82% accuracy, resistance is good, speed is okay, defense and HP are really good. She is on speed, defense, and defense. And the thing why I could do this is because I have 20% here, 14 here, 21, 23, 22, and here good defense, so she has good HP subs. Adrian just there for Necro. I re-runed him. He has more HP and more attack now. I don't need much for him. I need crit rate for his additional hit and a bit of a damage because Necroboss is really squishy, so I don't need that crazy damage. He's on Violent Revenge, attack, HP, and HP. It works fine with leftover runes. My Hua is there just for raids, so I wanted accuracy on her to really get the slow off. 67% accuracy is nice. Crit rate, crit damage are fine. Speed is okay. It's not that great on Swift, but I'm okay with it. Attack is good. HP most of the times is enough. She's on Swift Blade with speed, crit damage, and attack. My Randy was there for my Copper Immensity team, for my Copper Bulldozer team, sorry. But now that I have Immensity, I don't need him, so he has no runes. My Lisa got rerun too. She got a bit more resistance, a bit more speed, and a little bit more HP, I think. I really want her on Violent Nemesis, but I can't afford it, so at least she's on Violent. She has good defense, over 20k HP, her resistance is okay, and I wanted her speed as close to 200 as possible, so that's why she's Violent Broken. Speed rune with good HP and resistance accuracy, speed, defense, HP, defense, speed, resistance, accuracy, because the glancing hit from her first skill is also good, so she needs a bit of accuracy. Speed, resistance, HP again, and resistance, speed, HP on that rune. My panda also is there just for raids. He's on leftover runes. I don't need anything on him. I mean, resistance is good, high defense, high HP, that's it. My Okeanos is one of my best rune monsters. And he doesn't this on Fatal or Rage, as you can imagine, or Violent. Violent would be great, but his third skill will give him another turn, because he gets 25% attack bar for each stunned unit. So that's a build in Violent proc, kinda. And I really want him on high accuracy, because his skills, transferring debuffs, a single buff strip plus cooldown reset, and stun, so all of them need accuracy. And I'm really happy with 47% accuracy. Resistance is kinda nice. It's just there. I don't aim for it, but it's just there. Crit rate and crit damage are really high, and I really like that. His base attack is a bit low for an attack type monster. That's why I wanted to go attack on 2. And when you don't go speed on 2, there's only one option if you are slow, and that's will. So I don't need that much speed on him. That's why he has only 26. Defense is nice. Nearly under 1000, but it worked. And his attack is good. His HP is over 22,000, which is great. And here is rune. So again, Violent Will. Will Shield, sorry. But there's also Focus. As I said, I want that accuracy, so Focus was a go. And he's runed like Orion, but Focus instead of Guard. So, as I said, here's attack with great substats. I mean, crit rate, HP, defense, speed, all are great. This rune is also great because crit damage, defense, HP, and resistance all help him. And this is a really great rune to fulfill the will set, because crit damage, crit rate, HP, attack, accuracy, which helped me amazingly, and speed. This is a leftover rune, but it has speed, HP, and crit rate. And this is a really good attack rune because high crit damage, a bit of a crit rate, and HP. And this rune is also great because accuracy, HP, speed, crit rate, crit damage. So, I use him in my Guild War and Arena, Guild War offense and Arena defense, and I sometimes on my Guild War defense, because I pair him with Orion, so he gets the attack bar boost, and I pair him with Charlotte, which you will see later, and all three of them are on will, so if enemy faces see this team and think, oh well, I just nuked them, then he will get fucked because he can't armor break me first turn, and Orion will armor break them because he has 2 skills which do this, and Charlotte and Okeanos do great damage, but not also that, because Orion is stunning, Okeanos is stunning, Charlotte is on this pair, so his second skill stuns, her third does attack bar reduce, and this pair stuns, and her first hit sleeps. So it's a really great crowd control, and with double shield on Orion and Okeanos, they have really high HP to burn through, so they don't get one-shotted first turn, and my Charlotte and Orion are fast. So the only slow person is Okeanos, but he has such good stats, so there's no problem. And if they start crowd controlling, then they often get a win. My Guild War defense is often winning just because of the first team. I need to figure out something for the second team. But let's move on. I reruned my Bulldozer because he was on guard Blade, but with his third skill, he ignores defense, but he stuns himself. And also he's slow because he's defense on 2. What does will mean? Will mean he doesn't get crowd control before he moves, and also he doesn't stun himself because will just wears off at the end of his turn. So if you attack someone, then he would get stunned, but will says no, you are immune, and then his turn wears off, and the immunity wears off. So Will is super good on him. He doesn't have that high defense anymore, not 2000 anymore, but 1800 is good. He got a bit more crit rate. I don't need that much because I will use a crit rate buffer with him. But he got a bit more crit damage, which is nice. And he got a bit more HP, and this is also nice because he scales also with HP. Yeah, where did I use him? I use him in my Guild War offense, and that's just it, but he works really fine here with Immensity and Copper, so... my word here, I don't use him much, he's just there for Dragon Speed 10, and I think some Elemental Wrist, I don't remember, because I don't do much. He's on Swift Revenge, because I don't have the Violence set for him, and Revenge is a great offset for him. He's on Speed, Crit Rate, Attack, because I want him to do a bit of damage. And yeah, that's why he has 1800 attack, which is good. 199 speed is also good. 100% crit rate is key. And yeah, around 17,000 HP, which is also good. My Homunculus is just there. He's not ruined. The skill ups are not ready, so I don't plan on using him. Trevor I tested him for a Chiruka farmer as I got him, but I have a Rakan, which is way better, and I don't see any use of him. I mean, I could use him in a fire comp against wind comp in Guild War, but that's it. He's on Vampire Energy with attack, crit damage, and HP. Why is he on HP? Because I don't want him to die. I want him to get his passive stacked and stacked and stacked, so he gets more attack and receives less damage. But he needs a bit of a HP to stay alive for that, so around 20,000 HP and 2,300 defense is great. I don't think he needed much speed, so sure, speed helped, but I moved some of his runes around for other monsters I use more, so he has to deal with that. His attack isn't that high either, his crit rate and crit damage is fine, but as I said, I don't use him much. Other than Rakan, some of my new toys. I already made a video of him, but I switched 2 runes around. I had 2 shitty blade runes on him. And I switched both of them. And the funny thing is, as you can see, he has no set effect anymore. He just had blade before, but the 2 blade runes had 33% crit rate, and I could achieve that with the violent and the focus rune. So I gave that to him, and he has 6 different runes now, which is kind of funny, but he's on HP with great subs. I mean, defense, speed, crit rate, crit damage, and also high crit rate. Here again, high crit rate, accuracy, HP, speed. This is a new rune I got with high crit rate, defense, accuracy, and attack, so full percent stats. This rune is also an old one. This was a Trevor rune, as this one, with defense, crit rate, crit damage, speed, HP. And this is also a rune which was on Leo, but it was a HP percent slot 6 rune with high crit rate, and also accuracy, defense, and crit damage help him. So these 2 runes are 31% crit rate, and the blade was 33%, and he was on 102%, so he has exactly 100% crit rate, which I wanted. He has a bit more crit damage, bit more accuracy. Resistance is the same. Speed is nearly the same, I think. HP is the same. He has a bit more attack and a bit more defense, so he gets more bulky. And I really like him. He's so tanky and he's so hard to take down, and he does good damage. Usually it 2-shots any monster except water, so if he attacks and provokes and get attacked, revenge him and kill anything and prevent the units from using other skills than the first skill, so great. My Chloe is a new addition. I just leveled her up to 40, and I don't ruined her because I don't have the swift runes for her. I really want to make her super fast. So that way I can use her with slow as monsters, which hits very hard, like Rakan or Okanos, or so, just to protect them, and they can do whatever they want before they get CC'd or stuff like that. Because Rakan is not on Will. I really would like him on Will, but I wanted the stats and I don't have the Will runes to get these stats. So maybe I use a Chloe and an Orion with him, and that's fine. My Bernard here is also one of my babies. He's super good. I mean, his accuracy is really low to land the defense break and attack break, but his speed is fine. He has 287 speed, which is super good. It's not that 300 speed Bernard that outspeeds everything, but he also has really high defense, nearly 1500, a bit more, and he has over 21,000 HP. He's on Swift Destroy just because here are 18 speed and HP, accuracy, crit damage, crit rate, and here are 25 speed with defense percent, crit rate, crit damage. This rune are just runes with speed. I mean, here's HP percent and defense and crit damage. All of the stats are good. Here are 31% defense, but I just looked for high speed. So my Delphoy, I don't use her any time the last weeks or month or so, but she was there for my Copper team. I ran Delphoy, Randy, and Copper, which I could now with Delphoy Immensity Copper against Water Comps, where my Bulldozer just gets wrecked. She has over 26k HP, over 1400 defense, good speed, and a bit of accuracy. And she's on Will because her third not only gives immunity but also cleanses. So if they stun anybody, then she's on Will, she can't get stunned, and then she cleanses and gives immunity, so my team can move. This is why she's on Swift Will with speed, HP, and defense. Now there are 5-star runes, but they have good substats, which I looked for, so she's fine the way she is. My Lucian is in Rage Blade, as you saw. He's not that super high attack because he's on speed slot 2, and I just use him in Dragon Speed 10, in Giant Speed 10 for speedrun, and I really wanted high crit rate, so 82 is not close to 100 as I would like to, but his crit rate is just enough to crit nearly anything. His crit damage is really high, which I like. His attack is under 2000, which is not that good, as I mentioned, but I really wanted him to get his turn off before he gets killed, so I needed speed on 2. That's why he has over 160 speed. Funny enough that he has this high accuracy, but it's just because I got a really good rage rune with high accuracy. This is speed, crit damage with great saps. Here good subs, this good subs, and this is the rune. I got 3 rolls into accuracy, which is funny because there is crit damage and speed, but yeah, I take it. It's my best rune, and his first and second isn't that bad with some accuracy. This rune is great, and as I said, I just use him in Giant Speed 10, so my Eladriel is also one of my best rune monsters. He has over 36,000 HP, over 1,800 defense, good speed for defense on 2, resistance as high as I could get it, So he's on Violent Endure with defense, a really good Endure rune. HP just the best I have with a bit of a speed and HP for slot 4 Violent. Great Endure rune and good defense percent rune. I use him in Guild Wars. I used him before in Dragon Speed 10 and Giant Speed 10, but now I ran speed comps. I don't use him anymore. So it's just for Guild Wars and arena defense sometimes. But he's really a great monster. I like him. I also rerun my Copper. He's not on Guard Blade anymore. He's on Rage Blade. Because I got some defense percent runes for Rage. They are not super amazing, but crit damage is good. Accuracy helps. Crit damage, speed, HP resistance. Defense with HP, crit rate, crit damage. This one is great with speed, defense, crit damage, crit rate, and resistance. And this also crit damage with 23% defense and also crit rate, accuracy, and speed. And this is just a high crit rate and defense rune. So he has the 70% crit rate for the crit buffer, so he has 100% when Immensity buff him. He has good crit damage now. He had 180 before, now he has over 210. He has a bit of accuracy for his debuffs, so slow, armor break, stun. And he has over 2100 defense, which is good. His HP doesn't matter much because it's a one-shot comp, so... here's Immensity. I ruined him this time. I just got him and didn't want to ruin him because it was not free rune removal and I don't want to spend millions of mana moving runes around and tinkering around, so he had to wait until now. And he's on Despair Broken. Despair because his second is a AoE which can stun and his first is good. He has over 21,000 HP, which is nice. Good amount of defense. He's not super fast, but fast enough, I think. Bit of accuracy for his attack bar reduces, so he's on speed, defense. Not that crazy. I have good HP runs here, good speed run here, and good HP run here. And that's it. And I use him with Copper and Bulldozer, as mentioned before, or Delphi, so yeah, Guild Wars. My Bryant, I just use him for raids now for his resistance lead, because I have Eladriel as Reza. Well, he has one of my great Despair runes, I mean 47,000 HP, nearly 50k HP, and also good accuracy for his debuffs. His defense is not that great, his speed is also not that great. He's on HP with good accuracy sub, energy, HP with good crit sub, accuracy, HP here, HP speed, and accuracy here. My Orochi, I don't use him. Leo, Violent Endure. Leo is there if I think I can't outspeed the enemy, so I use Bernard, Leo, and then Galen Tashaw or Galen Lucian or something like that. He's on attack, crit damage, HP, because he's not on attack slot 6. I don't want him to be squishy because he reduces the speed of all monsters down to his speed. So if he dies first, then he doesn't do anything, and I really want to use him with low monsters, so I can get my turns, and that's why I need him to stay there to reduce the speed of the opponent. But if he gets one-shotted or killed easily, then he doesn't fulfill his role. That's why he's on HP slot 6, and I want him to have around 25,000 HP, which he had, which with the Rakan rune. But I think he's fine. He has 25,000, and this works. He has more HP than before. Around 1,700. He had 1,300 before. Around 1,000 defense. It's good. His speed doesn't matter. Crit rate is a bit lower because Rakan has this rune. He had 75% before, now it's 67, but it's enough, and crit damage is good. His resistance is there to prevent armor break on him, and accuracy is there for his passive. As I said, I have great endure runes, that's why he has endure, and resistance doesn't hurt him, so this is the second one with high HP, attack, resistance, defense, accuracy, 5% stats. Here's just crit damage, crit rate, bit of a defense, bit accuracy, attack, crit rate, defense, attack, crit rate, defense. That's the rune I had to switch for the Rakan one. And here again, HP, crit damage, crit rate, accuracy, resistance, so 5% stats, which is great. My Tesha is there for farming Aiden Hell and arena offense and secret dungeons. He is on speed, crit damage, and attack. He has nearly 3000 HP attack, 187 speed, which is really great. I really like that. As close as 100% crit rate as I could get him. Good crit damage. His HP is a bit low, but usually he one-shots everything, so I don't fail farming, and for arena he does wonderful. Sometimes he revenge stuns somebody, but I run this revenge set for this great rune with 20% attack and crit rate, and this great rune, so... my second Tesha was unruned, but I just gave him some spare runes with good crit rate, good crit damage, attack, and a bit of speed. Slot 2 is not max, he's on speed, crit damage, attack. He's just there for secret dungeon farming or maybe some giant speed 10. I'm tinkering around, but that's it. So Tiana's with Will, it's the obvious set because she cleanses, so if everyone gets stunned except her, she just gave them turns, and she removes buffs. She doesn't need much, bit of accuracy for his first skill, high speed, good defense, good HP. I only use her in arena offense or guild war offense when I need to strip Chloe's or something like that, so I don't use her much. In my arena offense, sometimes I use her, but if I'm sure there are no buffs, then I run a damage dealer for her. Jasun is just there for elemental raids and Rift. Near around 40,000 HP, bit of defense, not that high speed, but it's okay. Bit of a resistance, bit of accuracy. She's on violent, broken just because this is a great HP rune, this is a great HP rune with speed. The others are just usual runes, nothing crazy, because I don't use her much. Here's my Charlotte, and I use her in Giant Speed 10 where she is key because attack by reduced glancing, double AoE on Despair. She does good damage. I use her in Guild War defense, Guild War offense, arena offense, arena defense. She lost a bit crit rate because I had her Despair Blade, but I wanted the Will set. She has great HP, over 18,000. The attack isn't that high because she's speed on 2, but she does good damage, trust me. Around 1000 defense. Speed is really good, 174. His crit rate is nearly enough, and his crit damage could be a bit higher. But I'm really happy with that because I needed so many stats on her. Resistance, I don't need that, but it doesn't hurt. But the accuracy. She has a sleep here, a stun here, attack by reduce and glancing here, so she really needs that accuracy. And I don't run focus, so this rune is good. Accuracy, HP, attack, crit damage, HP, accuracy, crit rate, speed, defense. This is just a will rune with crit damage because I needed a second will rune and it has crit rate and speed and a bit of HP, so this rune is great with high crit rate, same as this one. Defense, accuracy, crit damage, all good. And this rune is really great with attack, resistance, defense, HP, speed, crit rate. So she does really fine. And as I mentioned before, she doesn't die on defense that quickly because she gets a double shield from Orion and Okanos. She has high defense and HP while doing good damage, so she's great. I really love her. My Katarina, just some leftover runes for the Water Horrors Katarina combo. The crit rate is as close as 100 as I would like to. The crit damage is fine, over 160. The speed is 170. It's not that fast, I know. Sometimes I get cut in between. But she's not my main damage dealer and something I really like to work on. She's just there. She's on Blade Fatal with speed here, crit damage here, and attack here. As I mentioned, leftover runes, so... I also reruned my Bella because my Lisa here got my Bella rune, which 14 speed because I needed Lisa to get faster. And that's why I need another rune for Bella, and Bella is now slower. She had 180 speed, now it's 166. As you saw, the 14 speed is missing. But she got a bit more HP, I think 2000, 100 more defense, and she's on speed, HP, accuracy. And even so, she is on accuracy on slot 6, she has 27k HP, which is great. Her defense is over 1100, which is great. 166 speed is nearly the minimum. Resistance is good, 100% accuracy because I like that. Speed here, HP, defense, accuracy here, defense, speed, accuracy here, HP, defense here, resistance to accuracy, resistance, HP, attack, and here. I really like her stats. I don't use her that much. She's not on defense, she's not on offense. She's just there for Thor, she's there for, or was there for Giant Speed 10, I think. Yeah, Giant Speed 10. I don't using her anymore there, I use a full nuke team. She's in my Dragon Speed 10 and she does fine there, so... Mimi got a buff recently and I didn't like him that much, but now he's good. I'm now using him in raids because he has a branding effect. And also they increased his speed while his third is on cooldown, so now he gets even more speed, which is really great. And I think I will use him more. He has low attack for an attack type monster, but good HP, good defense. His runes doesn't give him that much HP, so his HP is kinda low for 13,000 around. His attack is over 1400, which is also not the best, but I needed his speed and his leftover runes, so I don't want to give him my best runes, and 180 speed is good. His crit rate is okay, his crit damage is okay. He also needs accuracy for his branding and dots, so, and his stun and attack bar, and the attack bar empty. And I want him on violent, so I'm really happy with the stats. He's on speed here, crit damage here, and attack here, violent focus, because I need the accuracy. Violent set on him is great, and he's a bit better. I don't use him much, sometimes in Guild Wars, sometimes in elemental raids, and that's it. I don't need that crazy runes on him. Also Groggo here, he's on focus, guard, will. I want will, and I can't afford the violent set for him. He's a defense type monster, so guard comes in mind. He does a stun and a revenge, a stun and a provoke on first, so focus comes in mind. He has good HP, amazing defense. I mean, over 2,400. It's really crazy. His accuracy is good for his first 2 debuff, and yeah, that's it. I don't use him much. I didn't use him that much, so sometimes on Guild War defense, and that's it. Veromos, I reruned him. Now he's a violent nemesis, not violent focus. Speed here with good HP, HP here, HP here, good HP and accuracy, speed, HP, resistance, accuracy. He's also over 30k HP. His defense is not that high anymore. He has around 300 to 400 before. His speed got better, 175, and still remaining 62 accuracy while removing focus set is great for stuns and dots. I use him in my Dragon Speed 10. He was my Giant Speed 10 member before. I use him in Guild War defense and Arena defense. That's why I need Nemesis on him, because if they illusion me, my usual defense is Veromos, Orion, Okanos, and Charlotte. Or sometimes I switch Charlotte for Eladriel. So this is a really tanky team, and with double shield on them, they don't die easy. And add the Veromos lead with 33% HP, and all of them are over 25k HP, so they don't die easy to illusion. Then his Nemesis kicks in. He removes harmful effects like armor breaks. He stuns damage dealer like the second Lucian, and that's why he needs good speed and Nemesis. I really like to have 200 speed with Nemesis, but I don't have the runes for, so this is good, I think, and as I mentioned, they are on double shield, so they don't die that easy. Thrain is just there for Tor and Tor Hard, 100% accuracy for his dots and stuns, good amount of speed, not that high because his base speed is low, but fine with that. Over 25k HP, so he doesn't die from one shot, and that's it. He's on Violent Focus to get more turns off, to get more dots off, to get more stuns off. Speed here, HP here, accuracy here, that's it. Isabelle is one of the slow damage dealer I mentioned when I talked about Chloe. She's on Fatal Blade with attack here, crit damage here, and attack here. That's why she's not that super fast. She doesn't have that high HP, so Chloe buff really help. 2400 attack is great. Crit rate is nearly enough. After her self buff it's 97%, so yeah, it's not 100, I know, but it's enough, and crit damage is good. Also, she has leftover runes and I don't use her much, so sometimes in Guild War, sometimes in Elemental Rift, and that's it. Mantura has one of my great Despair runes, because, as mentioned before with Leo, I use him against Leo comps. I use him in Guild War after Galleon dies. I sometimes use him in Dragons because he also has a slow like Spectra. He removes he removes buffs with his first, so the immunity from Dragon, and he also has an AoE with Thought. AoE armor break with Thought, so he's great. Yeah, he doesn't do that much damage as Spectra, so that's why Spectra is there, but he's really a CC machine. He's on Despair Focus because he has 3 skills which need accuracy, Despair for his AoE, double AoE. He's on speed here, HP here, and defense here. So he is tanky. He has around 20,000 HP, over 2,100 defense, over 200 speed. I could get him a little bit faster, but I aim for more survivability instead of 10 speed more. 65 accuracy is great, and yeah, that's why these runes are on him. I use him in Tor Hard, Guild War, sometimes Arena, so my Ran here is Violent Broken. I use her in Necro, around 20k HP, 1800 attack, no speed because she has to move last, so good crit rate, good crit damage, some accuracy, attack here, crit damage here, and attack here. Only 5-star rune, but great subs, so I'm really happy with her. She works great there. And the last monster I use is Shiva. She's on Violent Revenge, also for Necro B10. 20k HP, a bit of a speed to be before Ran, and that's it. She's a great monster there. She's on leftover runes, HP attack, same as my Adrian, same as my Ran. They just all have leftover runes. My Necro run is around 250, 3 minutes, 330. It's not that fast, but it works. It's good, and I don't want to put my best runes just on my Necro monsters, because I don't use them much, and I really would like to focus on PvP, on dragons and on giants, for the Swift runes, for the Violent runes. And I could get the Will and Nemesis runes for Necro, not as fast, but I don't need as many, because they are 2 sets, and I don't need 4 pieces, and I don't need that much of them, only for key monsters. So I don't want to make this video too long. You saw a lot of my monsters and why I ruined them the way they are. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks guys, I'm out.